Hello, today I'm going to discuss about how I got 97% on the chemistry exam. Some tips. The first tip is to get is by taking efficient notes when in lessons. For example, I first separate the 10 pages of my lesson and take notes that is dependent on the tests. So I first check like the pre-tests and everything for that exam, and then I try getting the answers to the exam. And the second tip I have is to uh, recheck every single thing of yours, every single part of your lessons. For example, when I used to take the chemistry exam, before I did that, I used to reread my notes and then check if it's similar to the exam questions. The third tip is to see if the questions match to the lessons. So some questions may not actually have the same, may not give you the answer that's in the lesson. That's why I check the Google for the explanation of the answer. But the fourth thing is, when doing exam, try to make like some questions that are checkable and some uncheckable. For example, some questions may relate, some questions may be similar or may not be similar. For example, if there's 30 chemistry questions, 10 may be like 100% correct for you, and the other 20 may be like 50-50. And those 20 questions that you're not really sure about is to reread and check the answer many times as you can. And after you do that, and after you're sure you're 100%, move on until you do the same thing to other questions. And fourth important thing, fourth tip is to sleep well before you take the exam. If you sleep well, you're gonna have a very fresh brain start. You're gonna be able to take the exam well with full, and then that's how it is it. And then the fifth thing, the final thing to ace any exam is by mastering it. For example, you read, you have to try memorizing it by using the spaced repetition. There are two types of apps that I use to help with my repetition and memorization. The first one is Notion. I use it to like revise my lessons, and I use it before I take a test. And then the second app I use to like memorize this thing fully in like 6 months is Anki. I'll make a video about Anki, how to use it and how it is important. I've already made the video about Notion on my Notion 2022 Notion setup. And if you want, I'll create a new video about Notion, about how to use Notion and all stuff like that. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you guys liked it, put comments below on what video to make next, and tips on how to make better on other education stuff. So thank you so much, and see you in the next video.